Give me a second. Yes, it is working. Yay! Now I can shut this off. Hello, Yuki. What, Yuki-chan? Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? Today is Saturday. It is Saturday, right? It is Saturday. Let me check. I am living in the year 2016 something. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, of course, you. Why do I have to get what do you call emails? I don't know why I get emails for whenever I freaking go live. Doesn't matter why. Damn, that's it's weird. Maybe I should disable the freaking emails every single time I go live. I keep thinking I get some kind of update, or I don't know. I don't I don't get many messages, emails whatsoever. But yes, I should probably shut them off. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh wait, what happened? I was gonna say something today. Something happened today. What was it? Huh? I forgot what I was gonna what happened today, but and I was gonna talk about it for like 5 minutes or so. God dang it. Maybe I should. Oh yeah, I was editing a freaking video. Well, that's technically not what I was talking about today, but yeah, I'm back. Welcome. I'm back. I mean, your name is now I'm back. It's no longer Yuki-chan. Now your name is I'm back. Dang, dang. Oh yeah. I saw like I was going outside to my laundry. I'm Juki. No, I'm Juki. You are Juki. Everybody here is Juki. Yeah, I was going outside to do my what do you call my laundry, and I looked up at the sky, and I'm like, wait, what are those black dots that are like moving away from? Yeah, they're like floating, and I'm like, is that a freaking UFO? And I pulled out my phone. I took a picture, and there was nothing. It was just freaking blood. I mean, it was freaking balloons. They like my new picture. It's the Rebecca Pick-on Whisker. Oh, hang on, is it? Is there a way to like pop out your go to channel? I guess this is the only way to like pop out the actual. Oh, hell.
I am Turok!
Who did that? Who did that? Oh, Francis. Hello, Francis. Welcome. How you doing? All right. That scared me. Puppet Har. Hell yeah. No, that sounds weird. It is. Oh, it is. Hell yeah. We got a Rebecca. Yeah, Rebecca was it, right? It was Rebecca. They got activated. Hell yeah, you know it. Oh wait a minute. Is that the plants in like your channel banner? The Resident Evil plants. They look kind of cool. Oh, you even got a. I guess that's a fake gun. Oh well, it doesn't have the orange tip, so I don't know if it's an actual fake gun or not. Hell yeah, you can check it if you want. Hell yeah. Wait a minute, can I open the image on a new... No, I can't. I have to do inspect element to be able to... I don't like doing inspect element just to see some stuff around. The real one is silver and Wesson. Oh, okay. Oh, really? You know what, believe it or not, I actually have an airsoft. What, is it called an airsoft? I don't know if you can call it an airsoft, but it's one of those fake guns, that I used when I went to what is it called, Anime NYC. When did I last go? 2024. I think it was in 2021. Yeah, the last time I went to. No, actually, it was after after the pandemic. The one on the banner shops BBs. Yeah, that's what I thought. I also got one of those BB guns, BB guns, baby guns. Hell yeah! And I went to Anime NYC and I tried to cosplay, but I suck at cosplaying. So this was way before I ever became a bichuba. The last time it was in 2022. Yeah, it was in 2022. That was the last time I went to Anime NYC. I tried to go last year, but I forgot to buy the tickets before July, so I couldn't go. They ran out of tickets before July. How? How? The last time you could still buy tickets before they I think they ran out up until October. Yeah, you could still buy tickets all the way up to October. Did you see the UFO? Yes, but it wasn't UFOs. It wasn't UFOs. It was globes. I got tricked. I even pulled out my phone thinking it was like, oh shit, I got UFOs on camera, hell yeah, and then I looked at them closer, and it just turned out to be black balloons. I don't know where they were coming from, or where they shot out, because first I saw two, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so these are the UFOs. That's when I took out the picture, and then I looked at it closer, and oh wait, those are freaking balloons. Or an emo wedding. Who is doing an emo wedding? Oh man, imagine that. I don't. It might have been I think it might have been a funeral, but I would have in 2008. Oh man, Yuki became the vampire. Oh, have you seen that? What's it called? The vampire clip. I think it was, or it was the yeah, there was like this vampire or emo or god. I think it was god girls back in 2008. They were on Fox News, and they're like, we are the princess of the night, or our soul is really dark and black like a curtain or something like that. It looks so it looks so freaking silly. They look so freaking silly. I used to like unironically dress in all black when I was in high school, and even draw and even wore those baggy pants. Do I have LibreWolf open? Yes, I do, but it's not visible. Why is it not visible? I mean, I have LibreWolf open. Why is it not visible? Do I have anything on the overlay? Weird. Huh. Okay, let me move this. Oh, here we go. That's it's because I haven't. I had it minimized. That's why. Hang on. Let me see if I can pull out the image. The kind of hot topic pants. I hope I can find those. They were like, oh hell yeah! I used to unironically wear these. Hang on, let me see. There we go. There's like a bit, but oh wait, actually, let me go switch to game, so that way you can actually see the thingamajig. LibreWolf. Here we go. There we go. I used to unironically wear this. You know what? Might as well start playing the music in the background, so that way it doesn't feel weird. They were they were like a little bit looser. Like I would walk, and they would be like, and they would just like drag on the floor. I think this is the closer. This is the closest I can find. I can see that I used to wear. I'd wear skirts like that, kind of with long black and purple striped socks. Damn, Yuki. Damn. Wait. Skirts. I think I used to see those actually. Like back then when the scene girls would like walk around in the school in between classrooms, and you would see them. But most of the time, what I saw were like teenagers wearing this. Was it these ones? Yeah, what I would usually see on the in the hallways were the emo chicks or scene chicks, like wearing this. I think I only saw like one or two chicks that actually wore skirts. But by what I mean by skirts like that, I mean the emo skirts, the typical fingerless gloves. Are you me? I used to also. I used to also wear fingerless gloves, like biker gloves. You were not getting chicks, bre. The only chicks I got were the ones that I get from the poultry, like buying going to buy a chicken to eat. Those were the only chicks I picked up. You know, you understand? The only chicks. Okay, damn pollitos. Exactly. Well, not pollitos. More like in between adult and little hatchlings. Arya, I am water. Hello Billy, welcome. How are you doing? All right today? I hope you're not dying. Okay, hang on. Let me open this. Guys like that were also underrated. Because I'm trying to buy a new wardrobe. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of new outfits for my future model upgrade, perhaps. All you had were douchebags. Hell. Actually, you know what? When my friends, they were like skater culture. Two of my friends, like the closest ones, were into skater culture. No, we're not wearing skirts. The only one who's gonna wear stockings is gonna be waifu, who is like over there by the to your left or my left. I dress more sporty and normie now that I was in 2008. Hell yeah. I also wear like dress more normal. She's not just there. Wait a minute. She's not loaded. What the hell? Oh, that's right. I forgot that I turned this off. There we go. There. No. I forgot that I turned off the. I was recording something. I was recording something and I forgot that I turned off or I disabled the source. The only waifu here at the moment is me. She looks small today. I mean, that's the size that I usually keep it on. The only waifu at the moment. I mean, maybe we can make that happen, you know. Oh man, but yeah, I also dress like a little bit like more normie. Give me a check on jeans for men. Let me see if I can find a picture. She was so big yesterday she could have owned you. That's on the other scene, in the emulator scene. If she, well, actually, yeah, it's on the other scene where I play the retro games. She's only bigger there. Technically, she's also big on the other scene, on the intermission one. Then she can beat me. Oh wait, maybe I should. Should I show this on stream? Hell yeah, why not? But before that, let me see if I can find like jeans that I kind of wear nowadays. I think this is like the closest. I think it's called straight fit. Straight fit. Yeah, I think it is this one's. No, but the other one, there's another one which is like it's called slim fit. I hate those. I love baggy pants and DC shoes and a sports bra. Hell, Hot dang, Yuki. You're activating meow mods right now. You are activating them almonds right now. Let's see. Oh, wait. Straight feet. Jeans for men. Slim fit. Okay, slim fit is the one that is like really bad. I don't like those. Straight fit. What is the other one? There's another one besides straight fit. Skinny fit? No, that one is also bad. But oh yeah, here we go. These are the kind of jeans that I wear nowadays, as opposed to the weird, the weird hot topic ones. I don't know what they're called. I just call them hot topic pants. These are the ones that I wear nowadays, like kind of like this. I only get to wear boots when I'm at work because we have to use what do you call it, boots there to avoid getting hit. Hot topic here stinks now. I think they chase after, what do you call it? They go after, what do they call the what the Zoomers are, or like the current hot, literally what's currently hot today with the kids. Although I still, the last time I went, I can still find band shirts, but the rest is like whatever is hot with the kids these days. Like FNAF, I think that's how you call it. Five Nights at Freddy's, Fortnite. What else? I don't even know what else is popular with the kids. Shit like that, you know what I mean. So besides this, I also wear like black shirts as well. All idiot does. Bad Bunny is how low can you fall. All that idiot does is mumble and people squeal for it and drop their. Who the hell is Bad Bunny? Let me see. Who is that? Is that some kind of Zoomer stuff? Bad Bunny. What the? What is this? Who is this? Un reggaetonero. Oh. What is it? Why is he? Why is he like this? Why is he like this? This is hideous. Like honestly, I don't get. How do people find these people? How do women find this guy? I don't know. Pretty? Cute? Whatever? He's thinking drops your IQ by 10 digits. I don't like reggaeton. I really don't like reggaeton. And the other one, there's another one that is similar to reggaeton. You can pretty much, I can give any kind of music like a chance, but reggaeton, bad. I wanna grab a newspaper and like just go ham on whoever likes that. Wait a minute, let me go get my water. I forgot to bring my water. Righto. They blast your window without noise. Hell no. Occasionally here in the where I live, there's people in their cars who like blast their freaking music like super loud. I hate that. I hate that shit, dude. I hate that freaking shit. It's really bad. I don't know how people live with that or like deal with that. It's really like bad taste, I guess you would say. Like super bad taste. I hate it. Oh wait, I have this open. Why do I have this open? There we go. Now, you know what? Let me quickly B2POC audio sources. Spout. Here we go. I gotta disappear for a second. There we go. I think that should be big enough. Here we go. There we go. Now I can respawn. There we go. Oh wait, maybe the it's kind of off. There we go. Now it's good. Wait, let me bring this up. They blast your win. I don't even blast the one I like with correct consideration for others. Hell yeah. Unlike some, hell yeah. This book looks smaller. It is because the other one is an animated. It's an animated item, and it makes my computer scream, die. Hello, Renata. Welcome. Oh no, what are you trying to grab? Is that a grab? Yep, that's definitely a freaking grab emote. What are you trying to grab? Yeah. Let me see if I can. Oh wait, no, I can't pull it up. It's on the. Oh wait, no, I do. Infraview. Yeah, I do have the Infraview open, so that means I can just pull it up from the B2 assets instead of trying to load it with live to the video games, library, apps, common, BTube Studio, B2. I think it's under the data, streaming assets. Here we go. Items, and here animated. Okay, so it's either of these. It's gonna take a while to load. That's why it's so. Look at it. This item makes my freaking computer screen whenever I use it on live 2D. So that's why I went with a different book, like a static PNG. Apparently it was better. Like it's better that you make your live 2D items like an actual series of PNGs, so that way your computer doesn't actually explode. But this is a huge animated GIF. Let me see how big it is. It's 1500 by 1400, and the size is 34 megabytes. Holy shit, no wonder my computer screams whenever it tries to render anything with this item on. Hot damn. Oh yeah, I was gonna show this. Hang on a second. Okay, so there's not... Well, before I do that, I'm gonna move this stuff here. I keep forgetting to move shit once I'm finished editing and doing stuff. Renata grabs your book. She can't steal my book. It's mine. It's mine. I paid for it. Well, technically I didn't pay for it. It was a free asset. But the same thing. But same shit. The same stuff. Maybe I should make a new folder. APF. Alright. Now just stay there. What else do I need to move? Oh yeah, this thing. This text file. I don't want you to interrupt me in my shenanigans. No, you're welcome to interrupt me with your shenanigans. That's literally why we're here. Either way, I'll be taking breaks between chapters, so you're welcome. You are welcome to interact with shenanigans once I'm in between the what do you call it? The chapters. Oh yeah. Here we go. Please tell me it's gonna show up. Look at this. Look at this. I got a like I requested an art on Scab, and they sent this like little doodle. Tommy. Hell yeah, you know it. Where's the next one? And this other like sketch too. The Japanese actor. Man. And now here is the actual piece. Oh wait, I gotta go backtrack. This is the what I originally requested. Yes, I like it. I don't care what anybody says. I like it. Ooh. But yeah, I like the. You know what? Oh crap! I requested this, but I ended up liking this a little bit more, and this one too. I prefer this and this over what I actually got. They read to me. Damn, Yuki. You're putting things in my mind, you know? You're always putting things on my mind. Man. Here we go. Oh yeah, I gotta turn on the filter for the epic filter. Here we go. You should be able to hear my voice with like an echo now. I hope. Here we go. If you ask for that art, if you ask for that art, things were already in your mind. Oh no, no, totally not. There were no dirty things in my mind. Slick, hell yeah. Oh no. Oh no, I will never beat these allegations out of my... I will never defeat these allegations anymore. Alright, here we go. How do I start? I don't even remember how I started reading. Alright, here we go. Chapter 6. I forgot my voice. Chapter 6. This isn't the Lost Land. It's a giant loony bin, Allison said as she followed the trail her brother blazed through the forest. All we do is pinball from one dangerous place to another. First, we're attacked by some huge Loch Ness-type dinosaur. Then, a flying leftover from the prehistoric age swooped down on us. Then, next, alien bugs used my brother for target practice. She glanced over her shoulder at Barry, who was behind her. Doesn't any of this bother you, Einstein? Barry shrugged his bony shoulders. What good does it do to worry? She replied. We got here when some kind of dimensional portal opened. There must be a way to open a portal again to get back through and go home. We just don't know where the portals are or how to open them. Maybe Josh will eventually discover something in his satchel that can help us locate one of them. We'll have to be patient and try to stay alive until he does. Allison froze in her tracks. Barry, who wasn't even really watching where he was going, bumped into her. Be patient and stay alive, huh? Allison grumbled. Gee, that sounds so simple when you put it like that. We have a chance if we can stay alive. She put her nose in Barry's face. Listen, genius, she snapped. Put that big brain of yours to work and try to figure out an escape plan or something. I want to get home in time for the Marilyn Manson concert, remember? Joe, back off, Allison, Barry snapped, feeling annoyed at his verbal assault. I like you and everything, and you're my best friend's sisters, but now you're in my face, so chill out. We're doing the best we can. He pushed past her and continued down the trail. Allison's eyes opened wide in amazement. Barry had never spoken to her like that before. Sure, he liked to kid around, but she had never seen him show his anger before. This new side of him was most definitely interesting. Barry halted. Well, he yelled to Allison, are you coming or not? Allison smiled and nodded. Dodging all these dinosaurs in the Lost Land was beginning to make Barry Hakowitz stand up for himself. She liked the change. I'm with you, she said. Then she fell into step behind the two boys. We're getting closer to the cliffs, Josh called out from his lead position. I can see a narrow pass ahead. We're coming into a clump of boulders. We'll stop there to rest. Barry sighed in an exhausted fashion. Good, he replied, a bit. The threesome exited the forest and made for a pile of huge brown and gray boulders. Some of the boulders were the size of dump trucks back on Earth. As they neared one strange-shaped rock, it began to move slightly. They were weary travelers too tired to notice. I'm gonna stretch out on this boulder and catch some rays, Allison said. Tanning is dangerous, Barry warned as he followed close behind. It can be dangerous to your health. Everything in Galiana is dangerous to my health, Allison replied. Good point, conceded Barry. Maybe this whole place needs some kind of giant surgeon's general warning. Josh laughed and sat down on a small rock the size of a desk. Allison slowly stepped closer and closer to the old boulder. Without warning, a huge turtle-like head shot up from the front of the rock. This was not a big stone, but a huge, flesh-eating, snapping turtle. The slow-moving beast would snap up any living creature that ventured too close to its monstrous jaws. Barry noticed the turtle's head first. "Look out!" he yelled as he dove forward and shoved Allison out of harm's way. "Eek!" shrieked Allison. She fell roughly to the ground as the creature's jaws snapped at the thin air where she was standing. Josh leaped to his feet and ran to his sister's side. Meanwhile, Barry, who tumbled to the ground when he shoved Allison to safety, became the turtle's next target. "Yow!" Barry yelled as he crouched low and backpedaled away from the creature's snapping jaws. Barry scooted over to Allison and Josh. "Just saved my life," she said as she got up to her feet. "Forget it," Barry answered. Next time you can save mine." The giant snapping turtle was on the move. "You two, get in there," ordered Josh, pointing to a narrow crevice between the two large boulders. "I'll try to distract it." Barry and Allison squeaked into the narrow crack. The turtle lumbered towards its prey, then tried to poke its head into the crevice. The beast's head was too large. "Anytime, Josh," yelled Allison. "We're ready for that distraction." "Working on it," replied Josh as he reached into the light burden and pulled out a heavy pistol. He fired point blank at the creature, confronting his companions. Pow, pow, blam, blam, kapow. Bullets struck the turtle's shell and were harmlessly deflected. Josh kept firing. Bullet after bullet bounced off the monster's thick protective plating. The creature appeared invincible. Josh couldn't harm it or turn his attention away from his cornered companions. "Bullets are completely useless," Josh yelled to Barry. "Do you have any suggestions?" "Well, it's a turtle, right?" Barry shouted back as he and Allison clung to each other inside the crevice. "Turtles are helpless on their backs. Do you have anything in your satchel powerful enough to flip it over?" "I don't know," Josh answered candidly. He put down the heavy pistol. The young Turok opened the light burden and concentrated intensely. As he dug deep into his interdimensional arsenal, out came a grenade launcher. "I think I found something that may do the trick," Josh yelled. "Hunker down and protect yourselves. There's gonna be one mighty big explosion." Josh lifted the grenade launcher. He waited until he was sure Allison and Barry were out of the line of fire. Carefully, he aimed at the rear of the giant turtle-like monster. His finger curled around the trigger and then jerked. Blam! Whiz! The grenade was launched. It landed in the perfect position to do the most harm to the monster without injuring Barry and Allison. Kablam! The grenade exploded with such force that the turtle beast was violently hurled into the air. Its legs thrashed wildly and it roared with rage as it flipped over. Boom! The creature came down hard on its thick shell, exposing its soft underbelly to attack. There was still no way Barry and Allison could get past the creature's jaws, even though it was upside down. Clutching the heavy pistol in his right hand, Turok bounded from rock to boulder, gaining a height advantage above the monster. He leaped courageously into the monster's underside, firing his pistol at its heart as he landed. Bang! Pow! 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 The bullets ripped into the turtle's flesh and tore into its massive heart. The beast kicked spasmodically, grunted loudly, and died belly up into the sun. "It's safe to come out now." Josh called down to his sister and friend. "The thing's dead." Slowly, Allison and Barry crept out of the crack between the stones. They held each other tightly and cringed in terror as they slipped past the monster's limp head. "Have I said before that I don't like it here?" commented Allison as they resumed their march out to nowhere. "I guess it's not too bad if you got a Turok with you," quipped Barry. "We'll have to remember to include that tip when we write the travel's guide to this place." Josh glanced at the sun, which was setting behind the mountains above them. We need to find a good place to camp for the night, he said. It's almost dusk. Good, said Allison. I'm beat. Josh led the way down the rocky pass. As the sun sank lower into the sky, he began to search for a campsite that might provide them with some protection from attack. Look, Barry, called as they rounded up a bend. He stopped and pointed at a large opening in solid rock just ahead. When they got closer, they discovered it was a cave. The entrance was about 10 feet high. Why don't we camp in here? Beggars can't be choosers, Josh admitted. Let's check it out. Check it out? Allison repeated. I'd say let's check in. It's getting dark and I can't walk another step. I need sleep. Josh glanced at Barry. Barry shrugged his shoulders. There's a lot of dry wood lying around, he said. If we stop now, we can collect enough to make a good-sized fire. Don't tell me you brought along matches, Allison remarked. Barry turned and grinned. Eagle Scout Hakowitz doesn't need matches to start a fire, he announced proudly. Just a couple of sticks and years of intensive training. Allison nodded. She began to collect dried up twigs and branches. I'm impressed, she admitted. Now, if you can just produce some hot dogs and marshmallows, we can gather around the fire and sing camp songs. Josh laughed. He began to collect sticks and branches. The three companions carried the kindling over to the mouth of the cave. They dropped the wood in a pile and stood peering into the dark hole in the cliff. It was still light enough to see outside, but the cavern was pitch black inside. I'll noose around a little inside while you get a fire going, Josh said to Barry. Josh was still carrying the heavy pistol he'd used to dispel the giant snapping turtle. He cocked the weapon and boldly ventured into the bleak bowels of the lost land. Allison and Barry watched as Josh was swallowed by the blackness. 1 minute he was visible and the next he was completely out of sight. Help me pile up the wood, Barry said to Allison. She nodded. Together, they turned their attention to the task of starting a fire. Inside the cave, Josh slowly prodded deeper into the darkness. His eyes adjusted somewhat to the lack of light, but visibility was still poor. At best. Step by step, he explored as much of the cave as he dared. About 100 yards into the large cavern, it split into two smaller tunnels. The tunnels were in opposite directions and bore down deep beneath the surface. Josh stopped. There's no sense in going further, he thought. The cave seemed safe enough. He craned his neck to look up at the ceiling. It was totally black. He couldn't see the roof. Josh turned and headed back towards the entrance. He didn't realize his every move was being watched from above. Clinging to the roof of the unlit cavern was a legion of Galliana's deadliest creatures. As he neared the entrance to the cavern, Josh saw the bonfire blazing at the mouth of the cave. Once a scout, always a scout, he muttered, thinking of Barry. The blazing bonfire illuminated the front of the cavern. Josh got his first really good at the natural rock formation. Although the cave's mouth was only about 10 feet high, the cavern itself was immense. The roof soared 30 or 40 feet above him. This is some place, isn't it? Barry said as Josh walked up. It's huge. I couldn't believe how big it was when I got the fire going. Maybe we can put up a basket and shoot some hoops. Barry paused. Did you see anything back there? Josh shook his head. It seemed clear, he answered. I really can't be sure though. It was pretty dark. He looked at his sister, who was cuddled up near the roaring fire. I thought you'd be roasting marshmallows by now, he teased. Allison glared at her brother. It looked good killed. Her eyes could have fired tracer bullets. She's really hungry, Barry whispered to Josh. Josh nodded. He felt bad about teasing her. Allison could be a real pain, but they'd been through a lot together, growing up without a father who drank, then disappeared one day, and a mother who left when she just couldn't take it anymore, leaving her older daughter to raise the two younger siblings. For all their teasing and competition, Josh and Allison cared deeply for each other and were fiercely loyal to one another and their older sister. Not to mention what the three companions had been through in the time since they arrived in Galliana. Josh looked at his sisters, whose eyes were starting to close. Maybe we'll be able to find something to eat tomorrow, Josh said softly to Allison. Allison smiled faintly. What we all need now is some rest, Josh said. You guys sleep. I'll stand guard for 2 hours, then I'll wake up Barry. Don't forget to wake me for guard duty when your shift is done, Allison said to Barry. Don't worry about it, Barry answered. I'll set the clock radio for the Lost Land, Alternative Rock Station. W Gal, where Galliana rocks, that'll wake ya. Barry stretched out near the fire and soon drifted off into an uneasy sleep. Josh walked deeper into the cave and sat down. He took a guard position at the edge of the shadows and peered past the fire towards the mouth of the cave. From that position, he could keep tabs on anything approaching their campsite from the front of the cavern or the back. He placed the heavy pistol in his lap, glanced at his watch, and settled for his 2-hour shift of guard duty. All was peaceful, yet Josh felt uneasy. He had the strange sensation that he was being watched. At the end of an uneventful 2 hours, a wary Josh Fireseed shook his friend Barry Hackowitz awake. Huh? Don't eat me! Barry babbled as he opened his eyes. Oh, he gasped. Sorry, I guess I was just dreaming about some of the friends we've made since we arrived here. Josh smiled. It's your turn to stand guard. He handed Barry the heavy pistol. Barry sat up and took the gun. It looked out of place in his inexperienced hands. Barry yawned and walked over to the place where Josh had stood guard. It was at the very curtain of light that separated the campfire from the dark shadows at the rear of the cave. Sleep tight, Barry said as Josh lay down in the dirt. I will, Josh replied. I'm so exhausted. A herd of thundering dinosaurs couldn't keep me awake. He shut his eyes and fell fast asleep. 3 hours later, Allison stirred from a restless sleep. She rubbed her eyes and sat up. She looked over where Barry should have been standing guard. Allison blinked her eyes. Barry was gone. He was nowhere in sight. Where did he wander off to? Allison grumbled. He never woke me up. She looked at her brother snoozing peacefully near the fire. She was about to wake him, then changed her mind. Josh needed all the sleep he could get. This Turok business was hard work. If Barry is goofy enough, I'll give him a queen-size piece of my mind. She bowed. Allison quietly walked over where Barry would have been. Barry, she whispered. She looked deep in the shadows at the rear of the cave. Barry Hackowitz, quit playing games, she called angrily. Allison moved deeper into the blackness. Minutes later, Allison's shriek of terror and alarm jarred her brother Josh right out of a peaceful dream. In his dream, he'd just smacked a Grand Slam home run to win the World Series for the Yankees. The scream acted like a slap in his face. It cleared his head instantly and prodded him into action. He jumped to his feet. Allison? Barry? Josh shouted as his eyes scanned the cavern for signs of his two companions. Eat! Josh homed into the sound of Allison screaming. Thank you, Yuki. He turned and ran deep into the dark portion of the cavern. His eyes quickly adjusted to the lack of light. 25 yards into the shadow, he spied his sister. Allison was backing up towards the wall of the cavern as a huge adult cave spider slowly inched towards her. The gigantic black arachnid was twice the size of a New World colt. Its mouth was open and razor-sharp 4-inch fangs protruded from its jaws. When the spider saw Turok, it turned and hissed loudly. The monster halted and spit a gob of smelly poisonous venom at Josh, who hit the dirt just in time to avoid having the poison splatter on his face. Help me, Josh! Allison shrieked. You know I hate spiders! Josh did a forward roll while reaching into the light birder as he tumbled. He rolled to his feet and came out holding a shotgun. Without a second's hesitation, he cocked the weapon and fired. Kablam! The shotgun blast savagely ripped into the cavern's spider body, reducing it to a bloody pile of disconnected arachnic parts. The remains were no longer recognizable as anything that had once been. Wait. The remains were no longer recognizable as anything that had once been a big, ugly spider. Wait by the fire, he ordered. I'm going to find Barry. Obediently, Allison stumbled off towards the light. Josh turned and moved cautiously into the dark. Suddenly, he halted. His eyes rolled upward. He jumped back and raised the barrel of the shotgun. Dangling from a silky thread directly above him was another huge cave spider. Josh aimed and fired. Kaboom! The spider's body was blasted apart. Bloody spider legs and body parts rained down from the cave floor as Josh dashed forward. Finally, he neared the area where the cavern split into two tunnels. The passage was blocked by a huge, sticky web constructed by the spiders. Stuck in the center of the web was Barry. He was secured in spread eagle fashion. Go back, Josh, Barry hauled as he struggled uselessly to free himself. It's a trap. You're being lured into a trap. Keep still, Josh shouted. I'll have you out of there in a second. He stepped forward. From out of the shadow to Josh's left, a spider spit a glob of poisonous venom. Instinctively, Josh ducked. The venom spitball missed and splattered from the far wall. Josh whirled on his heels to level the shotgun at the spider, which was now charging towards him. Blam! The shot blast exploded in the spider's face, killing it instantly. A noise to the right alerted Josh to a new threat. He spun to the right and fired. Kaboom! Another cave spider was reduced to a blood-soaked pile of spider parts. Fireseed spun around to look for more attackers. For the moment there were none, he lowered the smoking shotgun. Reaching into the light burden, he pulled out a large knife that had a sharp curved blade and a jewel-encrusted handle. He lifted the gleaming blade and sliced through the strands of spider webbings, freeing his friends. Thanks, bud, Barry said as he rubbed his raw and sore wrists. I thought I was spider snack for sure. I heard a noise and came to investigate. I guess by the time those suckers attacked me, I was too far in for you to hear my screams for help. What about my pistol? Josh asked. I had it with me, but they startled me and I dropped it, replied Barry. There it is. Barry picked the Turok weapon off the cave floor and handed it back to Josh. Josh stared at the tunnels behind the massive web. There may be more of those monsters lurking in the shadow, in those holes, he said. Let's get back to the campfire. These things don't seem to like the light. We should be safe if we stay near the fire until morning. Barry nodded. Together, they started for the mouth of the cave. I'm just glad we piled up plenty of firewood, Barry said. The only thing more scary than Galliana during the day is Galliana at night. Stretch time. Oh, I'm tiny. I'm small. The shooting sounds are hilarious, Looney Tunes, literally. That's literally what they do with books. Hello, Barry. Welcome. You shrunk. It's just my model tracking being weird. It always works like that. Hope you're doing good today, Barry. We're currently reading the Turok novel, Way of the Warrior. It is Way of the Warrior, right? Yeah, Way of the Warrior.
Doing.
Hell yeah. Remember to relax your neck. How do you relax? I'm doing fine too. Oh yeah, I was saying today that I saw UFOs, but it turned out it wasn't UFOs. It was actually balloons, black balloons. I think somebody died and they released black balloons, and I'm mad because I thought I saw UFOs, and I've always wanted to see a UFO. was tripping. No, no, I don't do. Oh, sorry. I don't do drugs. I seriously don't do drugs. I seen UFOs. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm not crazy. See, I told you, I'm not crazy. I'm the personal health inspector. Hell no. More acid hints. What do you mean by that? I don't do the drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. The only drugs I do is those melatonin. How do you pronounce that? Those melatonin count as drug, because that's the only drug I do. Oh what? Oh no, I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. Sorry. I don't do drugs. Please don't ban me, Susan YouTube chama. Oh no. Oh no. Will I get banned? Lemao. Oh no! Imagine getting banned because you admit to saying you take melatonin. The only drug I use is coffee. Damn. Same here. I mean, take those. Get up! Oh shit. No. Oh no! My legs are gonna be even more. My legs are gonna be even more potato. Oh no! Give me a second, Barry. All right. Here we go. This is healthy for you. I know, but I don't want to do them. Gonna make them legs burn. No. All right, here we go. 25. Was it 25? Yeah, it was 25. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5. Woo! I'm gonna make them legs burn. Well, you already did. Them legs are gonna be burning today, Barry. Oh, hello, Sila Master. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. What were you guys? I did. Okay, I'll do 5 for you more. I'll do an extra 5, Yuki. I cannot be beat. I'm now competitive. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I can't believe I actually went and did that. Oh, give me a second. I was playing some Star Wars, an RTS game. Hell yeah, how was it? How was your stream? How was game? You better have been good. Oh no, I did 20 more. No. Give me a minute. There's no way I can do more. I have to take breaks, dude. Okay, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Every single day, I'm gonna try to do 25, what do you call it? Squats. And just to freaking get used to it.
Pretty good. The rebels were kicking my ass on ground, so I started building the Death Star.
Hell yeah. Solution to everything. Nuke from orbit. I think that, no, actually the Death Star is going that's actually going way too far, but if them rebels don't want to behave, then it's time to nuke them from orbit. Well, oh yeah, technically the Death Star is a nuke from orbit. Except that the nuke completely wrecks every single thing. 89 burns like hell. I have thick thighs.
Exactly. I think it's a fair amount of force.
Hell yeah. Force multiplier. Wait, how was it? Nuke it from orbit. Do not let them rebels propagate. Is it propagate or spread? No, never mind. Spread. My bad. Oh yeah, that's right. Hang on. Welcome Raiders, my name is Coyote Knight. I am a Turok VTuber slash lore expert slash mother slash game developer. No, actually I'm not a game developer. Why do I always say game developer? Why do I always say that? I'm not even like a... I don't even know. I don't even know much of game developer besides Blender, and it's like super simple stuff. Slash waifu. Technically, that the word you're looking for is husbando. Hang on. Let me see how you say that. Let me open Google. Wait, no, not Google Translate. Oh yeah, actually Google Translate. Also, why is it not showing up? Oh yeah, that's right. It's because the window display is above it. All right, so detect language, English, and Japanese. So let's see, how do you pronounce that? Oh, husband. Oh wait, but it's giving me the Japanese word. It's not giving me the katakana. The katakana, what do you call it? Pronunciation. Learn more. Okay, I guess the fastest would be like this. Sit dictionary. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's not it. Japanese. All right, here. How do you say husband in Japanese? But I don't mean the word. Wife, husband, husbando. How about this? No freaking way. No, I don't know what's going on. It's supposed to say how you literally how you type husband in Japanese is like that. Husbando. There we go. All right, here we go. We'll go back. But yeah, I am that. I am. Okay, hang on again. You know what? I should probably just like write down the what do you call it? The raid message thingamajig that I like had planned. That I had it. I thought I had it, but I don't. And so that way I can just like read from the sticky note. Husbando, we are homeless. Now you buy too many video games. Wait. We are homeless. Now you buy too many video games. Hell yeah. Well, technically, I haven't bought any video games lately. The last game that I bought, what was the last game I bought? Oh yeah, Turok 3. Literally the last game I bought. And before that, I think it was Elden Ring. Or was it Resident Evil? I think it was all the Resident Evil games. I bought them on discount on Steam. I got a Turok. I see what you did there. It's alright. It's alright. I know that you had like a bit of trouble trying to get the Turok remaster on PS5. The Turok 3 remaster, I think. Yeah, it was the Turok 3 remaster. It sucks. But that was freaking, what's it called? Sony, who refused to update the store. And also, I think Nintendo, because there was also issues on the eShop for Nintendo. I paid extra for it. No. Come in. I'm gonna get them for free. I mean, technically, you already paid for them. So it no longer counts as free. Hell yeah. We did it. She did it. She did the thing. Here we go. Okay, so... Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna start doing 25 squats a day. That way, I don't freaking feel like I'm dying whenever somebody redeems that. Alright. That was good. Oh, you know what? Now I feel extremely hot. I'm sweating like heck. Every time they make you do it. No, I'll do it with you. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, you know, if you want to, you can. No, never mind. I was gonna say like you can just redeem it. You can just redeem it yourself on Twitch, but you're not on Twitch. Never mind. Yuki. My bad. Alright, here we go. Chapter 7. Num 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 num. Whew. Ellison, Barry, and Josh spend the rest of the night sitting wide awake near the blazing fire. They were all too nervous to sleep. One of them was constantly turning around to survey the surrounding area. Every so often, Allison muttered the word, "Spiders!" and shrugged violently. Dawn didn't come quickly enough to suit them. When the sun finally rose, the threesome prepared to abandon their camp. "I wish we knew where we were going," Allison commented as they stood outside the mouth of the cave. "What we need is a road map, Galliana," Barry proposed half-jokingly. Josh eyed Barry in a scolding way. "No kidding," Josh stated. And just where do you expect to get a map?" Barry and Allison exchanged glances. Together they turned and stared at the light burden slung over Josh's shoulder. Josh shrugged. "Hey, it's worth a try," he admitted. He stuck his head into the satchel and amazingly pulled out a crude map of the lost land. "Well, how about that?" Josh exclaimed. He unfolded the map and began to study it. Josh located the jungles they traveled through earlier and the haggard cliff where they were now. If we follow this path, we'll end up at some kind of village," he told the other. "Great!" Allison said, her spirits rising for the first time. "Maybe someone there will know how we can get out of here." "Yeah, maybe we'll finally meet someone who doesn't want us for dinner," added Barry. Then he eyed the light burden with a silly smirk on his face. "What's with you?" Josh asked. Barry pointed at the pouch. "It seems that whatever you wish comes out from that bag," he said. "So?" Josh interjected. Barry eagerly rubbed the palm of his hand together. "I was just thinking," he said as his eyebrows rose. "What I really could use right now is a blind date with Jewel." He grinned from ear to ear. "Do you think you could pull her out of your magic bag of tricks?" Josh glanced at Allison. She rolled her eyes contemptuously. Josh jabbed his hand into the pouch and quickly pulled out a fistful of empty air. "Sorry, bachelor number one," Josh said as he showed Barry his bare palm. "No Jewel, no date, no instant romance." Allison laughed out loud. "I guess that magic bag doesn't work for everything," she cackled. Barry just called, slightly embarrassed. Let's get going, Josh ordered. That village is still a long hike away. It was near noon when they exited the pass and entered a small lush valley. Much to their astonishment and delight, at the entrance to the valley, they stumbled upon a treasure in the form of a large apple tree. The towering tree had many leafy branches, all of which were laden with ripe, succulent fruit. "We hit the jackpot!" Allison cried happily as she spotted the tree. "I'm so hungry I could eat all those apples." "They do look plum and tasty," Barry admitted. He licked his lip in anticipation for their first meal since their arrival in Galiana. The threesome started forward toward the trunk of the tree. Suddenly, the tree began to shake violently. Apples snapped from their stem and dropped to the ground below the tree. The shaking continued, and a torrent of fruit fell from the tree limbs. "There's something in the tree," Barry said to his friends, "and whatever it is, it's big and it's strong. I'm guessing it likes apples too." The tree shook and shook until the ground below was littered with plenty of fruit. The shaking stopped. The leaves in the middle of the tree rustled. The thing in the tree was climbing down to enjoy a feast of fruit. Out of the branches dropped a monstrous ape-like creature. It had long, hairy legs and huge, powerful arms. The brutish beast seemed to have humanoid features, but appeared somewhat slow-witted. When it hit the dirt, it didn't notice the three strangers standing nearby. Calmly, it began to scoop up apples and rapidly cram into his mouth, one after another. "What do you think that is?" Barry whispered to Josh. Josh shook his head. "I don't have a clue. Maybe it's some kind of missing link." "Whatever it is, it's not armed," Josh noticed. "Maybe it's harmless." "Right," Allison said, "and it doesn't rain during a monsoon. Josh shook his sister an icy look. At that moment, the creature, known in Galiana as a war club, spotted the humans. All thoughts of the beast being peaceful and harmless quickly vanished. It growled angrily and ran towards a nearby pile of rocks. It hefted a huge boulder and easily raised it over its head. The war club launched its stone projectile in the direction of Josh, Allison, and Barry. "Look out!" Josh yelled as they scattered. The boulder landed in the spot where they'd just been standing, crashing to the ground with a loud thud. The beast snarled in rage. It bared its teeth and prepared to charge. "Shoot it!" Allison screamed. "No!" Josh refused. "I don't think that'll be necessary." "Well, do something!" begged Barry frantically. "That thing's not charging over here to shake our hands." "More than likely he'll rip our arms off and beat us over our head with them," Allison predicted. "Relax," called Josh as he dashed forward to meet the charge of the war club head on. "It's Pharisee, the slugger, to the rescue." "Huh?" Allison and Barry at the same time said Allison and Barry at the same time. Josh pulled a baseball bat out of the light burden as he raced towards the ape-like brute. Just before they smacked into each other, Josh jumped high into the air and somersaulted over the beast's head. He landed on his feet behind the creature and grasped his bat with two hands. The war club skidded to a stop and tried to turn. "It's a hit-and-run play," Josh yelled, jumping in front of the beast. He whacked it across the back of its scalps. The creature tumbled into the ground. Getting up, the war club growled as Josh assumed a batting stance. The beast swung a massive fist in Josh's direction. "Strike one!" Josh yelled as he ducked. At the same time, he jabbed the end of his bat into the beast's belly. The force of the jab caused the war club to double over. Josh whirled behind the beast. "Bottom of the feet!" he howled. He swung the bat and whacked the brute across its bottom. The war club howled in pain. It grabbed its posterior and raced into the woods, leaving the apple tree unattended. Josh leaned on his bat. "I've just won the batting title of Galiana," Josh announced. Barry and Allison applauded appreciatively. "Now, let's enjoy the fruits of my victory," Josh invited. He waved his arm at the apples lying in the tree beneath the tree. "Gee, Allison," said as he scrambled towards the fruit, "I sure hope an apple a day keeps the monsters away. I plan to eat at least a dozen." "Save some for me," Barry called. Then turning to Josh, he added, "How did you know that big ape wouldn't try to rip us to pieces?" "Somehow I could tell he was just defending the apples," replied Josh. "Something told me not to kill him. Not to ever kill unless it was absolutely necessary." "Turok intuition, huh?" Barry said. Josh shrugged as the three of them sat down in the shade of the apple tree and began to eat. The fruit wasn't particularly sweet or juicy, but they were the best apples the trio had ever tasted. When their appetites were satisfied, they leaned back against the trunk of the apple tree. Burp! Barry's eyes opened wide in embarrassment. "Excuse me," he apologized. "I think gobbling down all that fruit gave me the gas." Belching in public is probably considered good manners in Galiana," Allison teased. "I'm sure dinosaurs don't care which fork they use to pluck prey out of the jungle." Suddenly, Josh rose to a sitting position. He twisted around to look in one direction and then another. "Speaking of dinosaurs," he stated, "listen, do you hear that?" Allison and Barry sat up and listened. There was a faint sound like a distant thunder echoing throughout the valley. The noise got louder and louder. Allison looked up at the sky. It was clear there wasn't a storm cloud inside. "Quick!" Josh urged. "Take cover!" Josh, Barry, and Allison scrambled over to the cluster of rocks where the war club had taken the boulder. They ducked down and hid. From their hiding place, they watched and waited. The thunderous footsteps got louder and louder. Suddenly, a dozen dinosaur descendants of the savage Tyrannosaurus Rex came crashing out of the foliage. The huge dinosaurs, called entrails, were powerfully built, bloodthirsty bipeds who were elite members of the dinosaur army. Each of the massive monsters was equipped with an ion gauntlet that it wore on one of its tiny arms. The ion gauntlet could fire explosive energy charges. The entrails roared savagely as they thundered past the hidden threesome. "They sure were in a big hurry," Allison said when the T-Rex dinosaur had passed. Maybe they were late for the all-you-can-eat buffet at Cafe Galiana," quipped Barry. "I wonder what those things were on their hands," Josh asked. "They looked like some kind of type of weapon." "I'm just glad they didn't see us," Allison said. She shook her head. "Can't you imagine what it would be like to have to fight with something that big?" Josh looked at the trail of crushed foliage and trampled ground the entrails had left in their wake. He noted the direction in which they were heading. Then he pulled out the map he had stuffed into the pants pocket. He unfolded the map and checked it over. His facial expression soured. "What is it, Josh?" Allison inquired. "What's wrong?" "The dinosaurs seem to be headed to the same village that we are," he announced in a concerned tone. "I only hope that we get there is something left alive to talk to." Shock registered on Allison's face. Barry gulped. Josh stuffed the map into his pocket. "I don't know what good it'll do to you, but we got to try to help whoever lives in that village. Let's go!" Josh ran off in hot pursuit of the monsters that had just passed. Allison and Barry did their best to keep with him. Before long, they heard the sound of energy blasts and massive explosions. As they came close to the village, they heard savage growls and shrieks of terrors. The threesome exchanged glances as the scream blended into one long, anguished wail of torment. Okay, this chapter was kind of short. Chapter 8. Compare. How many pages was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only six pages long. Huh. Really weird. Why am I scrolling with my mouse with my thing? Good lays, hell yeah. Hang on. Ugh! Another stretch, because why not? Ugh. Ugh. There we go. Let's see, how many pages is this next chapter? I don't think it's gonna be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is definitely more than 6. Alright. Let me take a little quick sip of water. Do I still have more water? Yeah, I still have more water. Let's go. Chapter 8. Joshua Fireseed emerged from out of the foliage at the edge of the small village and came face to face with a startling scene of brutal devastation. The giant T-Rex dinosaurs were ravaging what seemed to be a peaceful community of harmless fruit gatherers. Wicker baskets filled with various kinds of fruit were stored inside of simple huts made of bamboo poles and large ferns and palm leaves. The huts were clustered in rings around a strange glowing pole in the very center of the village. The pole seemed to pulsate with power. The inhabitants of the village were tiny aliens dressed in animal pelts and skirts of leaves. Their skin was the color of emerald green moss. They stood 3 or 4 feet tall at full height and had one large eye in the center of their foreheads. Even though they were armed with short spears, daggers, and tiny crossbows, it was obvious they were not a warlike tribe. On one hand, they had 6 fingers. The extra finger was an additional thumb. The 6-finger fruit gatherers were being methodically slaughtered as they tried in vain to protect their village from the entrails. Josh saw an adult male launch a spear into the thick hide of a T-Rex attacker. The dinosaur flicked the spear joint out of its body and leaned down towards its attacker. The entrail snapped the tiny defender with its massive jaws and crunched the green body between its razor-sharp teeth. Green blood streamed out of the monster's mouth as tiny arms and legs fell to the ground. Another dinosaur raider aimed its iron gauntlet at a row of flimsy huts. Zap zap, bow, boom, kablam! Powerful energy charges flew from the gauntlet, exploding the buildings and reducing them to piles of smoldering sticks and burning branches. Everywhere he looked, Josh saw throngs of frantic villagers fleeing for their lives before the onslaught of the marauding monsters. He cringed in shock as giant entrails stomped around, purposely stepping on helpless villagers. Their piercing cries of anguish echoed in his ears. Some adult villagers courageously fought to protect their homes and families, but to no avail. Defenders were ripped apart by flashing claws and jaws or blasted to smithereens by the powerful energy charges. The ground ran green with the emerald blood of the peaceful, mossy aliens. "I got to help them," Josh said angrily as he gritted his teeth and reached into the light burden. "No, Josh," begged Allison. "The dinosaurs are too big and there are too many of them. You just get yourself killed." She tried to hold her brother back. "That's a risk I'll have to take," Josh said as he broke free from the grasp. Out of the light burden came Turok's awesome firestorm cannon. Clutching the deadly weapon in his hand, Joshua Fireseed raced into the murderous fray. He quickly came face to face with a T-Rex dinosaur towering over a young green female clutching a screaming child in her arms. The woman shrieked as the dinosaur reached its gigantic foot to crush the life out of her and her baby. "Oh no, you don't!" Josh yelled as he raced towards. He lifted the firestorm cannon and pulled the trigger. Bra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. A hail of bullets tore into the body and head of the powerful entrail. The lethal rain of lead ripped into the reptilian monster's hide. In seconds, the great beast was a mass of lifeless pulp. "Quick!" Josh said as she helped up the mother and child. "Run to the forest!" "Over here!" called Allison, waving to the female villager. "Thank you," the mother sobbed as she looked at Josh. With her baby in her hands, she dashed off towards where Allison and Barry were hiding. Josh ran into the other direction. He closed in on another dinosaur trooper. Zap! Boom! The dinosaur used its ion gauntlet to explode another hut. Debris flew into the air along with the lifeless body parts of 3 mutilated villagers. How about shooting at somebody who can shoot back? Josh roared as he squeezed the trigger of the firestorm cannon. A hailstorm of red-hot tracer bullets buzzed into the hide of the monster like a swarm of deadly lead bees. The T-Rex snarled in pain and dropped into the ground. Josh hurled the dying dinosaur by its twitching tail and continued towards the center of the village. As he ran, Josh passed hysterical villagers fleeing in panic. At the center of the village, he saw an old man cowering at the base of the glowing pole. 2 dinosaurs were approaching the old man from opposite directions. Josh aimed the firestorm cannon at the closest T-Rex. "Get down!" he yelled to the small green elder. Josh squeezed the firing mechanism. The gun erupted in a burst of lethal fire. Non-stop bullets pelted the dinosaurs, perforating its body with hundreds of holes. The great creature crashed to the ground. While Josh busied himself with one entrail, another one grabbed the glowing pole, yanked it out of its mooring in the ground, and prepared to flee. Grasping the pulsating pole tightly, the dinosaur trooper turned tail and ran. The attack stopped as quickly as it had begun. The remaining dinosaurs quickly joined in the hasty retreat. "No, no!" lamented the villager elder. "Stop them! Don't let them get away! Stop them with your weapon!" he begged to Josh. Josh shook his head. "They're leaving," he answered. "They've had enough." He patted the hot barrel of the firestorm cannon. "I guess I taught them a thing or two." He glanced around. Everywhere he looked, bodies and wreckage were strewn around on the ground. Villagers were crying over wounded or dead family members. Not a hut in the village was left standing. "I just wish I could have gotten here sooner," he sighed. The elderly shook his head sadly. "The energy totem," he rasped. "Without it, we cannot survive. All is lost. All is lost," he repeated. "I don't understand," Josh said. "You suffered terrible casualties and your village is destroyed, but you can't rebuild. Without our only source of power, the soil will dry up and fail to sustain our orchards," the elder said. "There will be no trees and no fruit. We have no other way to get the water to our crops in this dry environment. All our lush valley will turn into a desolate, horrible place." Slowly, the surviving villagers began to creep out of hiding. Gradually, they assembled at the center of the village where Josh and the elder stood. Allison and Barry also ventured forward. "Look!" yelled a man as he pointed at the place where the totem had stood. The sacred object is gone. The evil one's troops have stolen it." "Now we are doomed," wailed a woman. "How can we survive? Where will we go?" The elder slowly blinked his eye. He turned to what was left of his tribe. "We will go to the safe lands," he told them. "The Council of Voices will know what to do. Yes, we will be protected for the time being. We will bury our dead and then leave immediately for the safe lands." The elder started to walk away. Josh put a hand on the old man's shoulder. "I'm sorry about what happened," he apologized, "but we need your help. We came here for some information." I sense that there is much about Galliana you don't understand, young warrior," the elder said. "There is a great new danger in the land. It is said that Pramagen has awakened. It was his evil recruits that you fought. He controls them with his telepathic powers." He looked at Barry and Allison. "The answers to your questions lie in the safe lands. The Council of Voices resides there and will tell you all. You are welcome to journey with us." "Council of Voices?" Allison's mother quizzically. "Safe lands?" mumbled Barry in puzzlement. "Galliana is a very dangerous place," explained the village elder. "So we have learned," said Barry. "Danger lurks around every bend," continued the elder, "except for the safe lands. As the name implies, it is a place of sanctuary where all peace-loving beings are welcomed by the Council of Voices." What is this council of voices you keep referring to? Asked Barry. The elder turned to Barry. Young man, the Council of Voices is the ruling body of the Safe Lands. They have existed for countless centuries. It is our only hope to survive as people. Josh looked at the elder with his one eye. We'll be going with you, he stated. The elder nodded and walked away. Later that afternoon, the three refugees from Earth started their desperate journey to the Safe Land with the survivors of fruit and Later that afternoon, the three refugees from Earth started the desperate journey to the Safe Lands with the survivors of the fruit gathering tribe. The Emerald Elder was a shrewd leader who knew all the trails and safe camp areas in Galliana. Following down along the Burmish River, the party of Earthlings and villagers evaded several small detachments of dinosaur troopers, all of whom were moving steadily north. At night, the group spent the dark hours resting in the bogs of tall purple spruce trees. At daybreak, they resumed their trek. After marching at a brisk pace for most of the morning, they reached the Safe Lands. By this time, it was almost noon. So this is the Safe Lands, remarked Barry, as the refugee band wandered into the lush, peaceful valley. It was a welcome haven. Located in a remote section of Galliana, it was protected from the Lost Lands' evil inhabitants by the limitless mental power of the Council of Voices. I expect us to pass through some pearly gates or something. I didn't even hear any trumpet sounds. He and the other looks around. Now that we're here, how do we find this Council of Voices? Asked Josh. The Emerald Elder stopped and looked at the young Turok. We do not have to look for the Council of Voices, he said calmly. We will be contacted. Barry laughed. What are they going to do? He whispered to Allison, materialize in a puff of smoke. Allison giggled. Maybe they'll appear in a bubble like the Good Witch in The Wizard of Oz. The words were no sooner out of Allison's mouth than a bright spear of glimmering light appeared before the group. They were all forced to shield their eyes with their hands. What is it? Josh asked. Is it dangerous? There is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. A soft, melodious female answered. I am Adon, the speaker of Forever Light. I speak for the Council of Voices. Gradually, the glow dimmed enough for Josh and the others to uncover their eyes. As the blinding light faded, a tall, beautiful young woman appeared. Her thick braid of long blonde hair fell down her back past her waist. She was attired with a brown bodysuit with gold epaulets and circuit mesh built into the suit. One on each sleeve were large forearm plates that served as the direct electronic connectors to the Council of Voices. Boldly, Josh stepped forward. We're here to see the Council of Voices. Are you one of them? Adon shook her lovely head. No, she replied. It is my job to channel the telepathic voices of the 4 members of the Council. Why can't we see the members of the Council of Voices? Josh wanted to know. No offense, but you don't look much older than I am. How can anyone as young as you help us? Adon's full red lips curled into a smile. I appear young, but my appearance and consciousness have been stored in the Safeland central computer for almost 500 years. Allison whistled in astonishment. Wow, 500 years old and she doesn't have one wrinkle. You should look so good when you were 500, Barry said to Allison, who elbowed him in the ribs by way of reply. My physical presence before you is an image created by this central computer, Adon explained. Some kind of a holographic projection, expounded Barry. Josh nodded. I still don't understand why the Council of Voices aren't here in person. They are much older than my program, Adon answered. Their bodies are stored in stasis tanks and their minds are linked into one central unit. I am their link with the corporeal world. I am programmed to relay their thoughts and emotions. I give voice to their mind, wisdom and compassion they give through me. Adon turned to the tribal leader. Take your people to the Grove of Plenty and wait there, she instructed. I will tend to your concerns later. The village elder bowed respectfully. Without saying a word, he motioned to the remnants of his tribe to follow him. Adon, Barry called out, these members of the Council of Voices, are they human? One is human, she responded. One is dinosaur. Two are members of other species. Let's cut to the chase here, Allison said curtly. Do you know how we can get out of this dreadful place? Josh spun to face his sister. Put a lid on it, Allison, he ordered. This is her home. As he turned, the light burden swung from his body. Adon noticed it for the first time. You, she said, pointing a holographic figure at Joshua. Which Turok are you? Have you come to Galliana to help the secondary? Huh? Josh stammered. He shrugged his shoulders. Who is the secondary? The Turok known as Carl Fireseed. Josh's shoulders slumped. He lowered his head and glanced back at his sister. Allison's chin dropped. She shook her head. Josh looked at Adon. Carl Fireseed is dead, he told her. I'm Joshua Fireseed, Carl's nephew. So, remarked Adon, the mantle has been passed. She paused. The Council of Voices is sorry to learn of the secondary's death. He was a great and courageous Turok. She stared at Joshua. We are sure you will be an equally fearless and brave warrior. Here we go again, Josh whispered. After all that had already happened in the Lost Land, Joshua still wasn't sure he could handle the job of protecting Earth. We are glad you are here to help us with the dire problem Primogen now presents. If Primogen's evil escape plan is not thwarted, Earth and Galliana are doomed to utter and complete destruction. He must not be allowed to return to his own universe. Adon then bowed her head in homage to Joshua. The Council of Voices welcomes you, Joshua Fireseed, as the new Turok. Joshua inhaled a deep breath. There seems to be no escaping his destiny. He asked himself glumly, just once can someone ask me if I want to be Turok instead of telling me I'm already stuck with the job? Stretch time again. Whoa. Oh, I'm gone. There we go. I'm back. Adon, hell yeah, you know it. I mean, technically she's on my left. Well, technically she's not Adon. But you get what I mean. You get what I mean. Okay. I'm dusting my desk. Oh wait, I was dusting my desk earlier. I don't know how dust gets in my room. It was way worse before. In like the other apartment we used to live, my freaking room was always dusty, and I'm never in my room like 90% of the time. Like I go to work literally and then come back to dust. How? My door is closed. Nobody comes in here. How? I wish I could live in a bubble, in like a completely isolated bubble. Like I get inside my room. I have to open I have to use a key card to like open a vacuum, and then the vacuum lets me in. Microscopic. It's not even microscopic. The dust in my room, I can literally grab a microfiber rag, and it'll pull out the dust immediately. Okay, maybe not right now, since I cleaned earlier. Yeah, There's no dust right now. Because the insane amount of particles. I wish to live inside a freaking bubble, like I said. Or like live in one of those where they keep viruses isolated. One of those rooms. I want to build one of those rooms. I don't think it's even possible. I think you need a permit or something. Like, hey, why are you building what looks like a medical facility used to store what do you call it, microscopic organisms? It's just because I hate dust. I need a hamster ball, human size. Don't they already exist? I think they already exist. Hang on. Let's see real quick. Hamster ball. Hamster ball. Human size. I swear, I think they already exist. Images. Oh yeah, they do. I don't know if these are the same that people use for medical reasons. For COVID, people use. Let me guess, they still got infected. Probably. I don't know. It's kind of funny that people who were like overly protective about COVID, they all like a good chunk of people, they ended up getting infected anyway. Meanwhile, I didn't like take any precautions or anything of the sort, and I didn't even get sick. Like I took the vaccine like about a year after the whole thing, like the lockdown was lifted. And it was only because at my job we were told you gotta get the vaccine, otherwise you can't work. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go get it. I think the vaccine actually made me a little bit more. It made me sick for a day. Like my bones, they were hurting really bad. And it lasted for a whole day. The day after I got the vaccine, I was feeling alright. Like my bone, like where I got the shot, it hurt a little bit, but I was otherwise fine. Then about at like 12, no, at like 1 p.m. I started to feel like really tired, and then my bones started to hurt. Like they felt like super chill. Almost as if I was getting a cold. And then by 3 p.m. I just couldn't take it. I just had to like sit down. And the worst thing is that I went to work like that. I'm like, oh, it just hurts a little bit. There's no way I'm gonna get like I'm gonna feel bad later. But then I ended up getting feel bad and almost I felt like I almost died. My cousin got Bell's palsy on her face right after. Oh no, is that the one thing that made you like that made you look like you had a stroke? I think I've heard like one of the what is it called? One of the shots, there was like a big risk that you could get like a, what is it called? One of those things. Like I think it was the J&J shot, the one that has like the higher chance of somebody like developing like a stroke phase. Oh man, I'm so happy I waited until I'm so happy I waited up until 1 year later to get the shot. I'm yes, hell yeah, I knew it. I don't know. I hopefully your cousin got like I'm so happy I never got it. Oh no, the feds are gonna get you. Them glow in the dark people, they're gonna get you. What is that emote? I think it's one of the default ones. I don't know what. Oh, it's not showing me what it is. Oh wait, I know what it's gonna show. Never mind. It's not gonna show me what it is. Wait, why does the emote look so different on YouTube chat and on the other chat? No wonder I couldn't tell what it was. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I think it'll be best if I put it like this. Okay. New. Okay, maybe no. Maybe I'm gonna put it a little bit higher up. New. Here we go. Now save. Capture. There we go. Close. All right, let me show you how it looks. How the freaking emote looks on two different chat renders. All right, here we go. I'm gonna have to zoom in. Look at it. This is the other chat that I have open on my OBS, and this is the chat that I also have open to like be able to respond on YouTube only. Why? I know emotes have like different rendering things, but why? But for why? Yuki screenshotted to the FBI. No, the FBI can touch you as long as you're not in the US. unless you do stuff to like damage the US. Unless you're like a threat to national security or something like that. I don't know. I'm not well versed at how the FBI works. I am an American. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh. Rip. You're gonna get ripped to shreds then. Literally ripped to shreds by the FBI. Or I think the ones that actually look at it is the FBI. I mean the CIA. Or is it the DOD? There's so many alphabet agencies that I don't know which one is which. So, god damn. Maybe I should do another stretch. Why not? Ooh, I didn't mean to activate his almonds. I'm sorry, Yuki, but my almonds will always be activated. They will remain activated forever. Kicking in the air. Oh no, you're gonna be carried like in the back of like a Men in Black dude. And yeah, Yuki's gonna be like, I'm not guilty. Put me down. Dang it. Put me down. Stretches and belly button shows cause shirt to lips. Is that an activation? What do you mean? Who is? Do you mean your belly button? Hell yeah. Wait, what? Why do you really are activating? Why do you like activating my almonds, Yuki? Oh no, that sounds weird. That's even weirder. Oh man, so freaking weird. I mean, we're weird. We're kind of weird. We're kind of weird everywhere. With the weird stuff on stream. I swear I'm not like this, I swear I'm not like this. Are in real life. There we go. There we go. IRL. I have trouble pronouncing it as the thing. I embrace the obnoxiousness. No. embrace the. No, I was gonna say the Disney's joke, but I think I'll save it for for something else. Okay, chapter 9. Maybe I should have gotten more water. Okay, I think I still have enough water for maybe one or two chapters. Oh shit, that's right. There's no more water. Oh shit, I forgot to buy water today. Oops. So my water bottle is all I have left of water. I should probably invest on a filter again. The problem is the faucet. It's kind of weird. Like I don't think any filter is gonna work or fit in that faucet. I guess I could like buy a filter for the faucet that is down here in the basement, but I don't know if I should. Chapter 9. Adon sensed how weary the three travelers were and arranged for them to rest in a structure that resembled an ancient Greek temple. The inside rooms of the temple were furnished with unusual looking furniture but designed for maximum comfort. There were anti-gravity chairs and sofas that floated above the floor without supports. A variety of foods and drinks were also provided and the threesome ate hungrily. After they were rested and well fed, Adon once again appeared in their midst. "Greetings, Turok," she said as she materialized before Josh. Josh slid off the softest chair he'd ever sat and stood before Adon. "Whoa, I'm not Turok yet," he replied. "I'm sort of a Turok in training. I haven't officially accepted the job." "There is no time for training," Adon stated. "Now is the time for action. First, tell me what you have encountered since you arrived in Galliana." Josh quickly recounted the threesome's Lost Land adventures to Adon. "Pramagen has awakened and continued to enlist weak-minded slaves to assist in his plan," she said when Josh had finished his story. "His telepathic power is great. That's why the creatures of Galliana attack you so fiercely. Pramagen knows that if he can destroy the new Turok, his chances of success increase greatly." She pointed at Josh. "The Council of Voices will do everything in their power to assist you, but it is Turok who must defeat the Pramagen, and Pramagen knows this. The ultimate survival or destruction of all worlds depends on you." "Pramagen?" Barry muttered. He jumped off an anti-gravity sofa. "Is Pramagen a dinosaur?" Allison asked, joining Barry and her brother. "Pramagen is an alien," Adon explained. "As he journeyed in his lightship to discover other worlds, bits and pieces of those universes attached themselves to his ship, ultimately forming the patchwork of dimensions that is Galliana. The lightship acted as a great magnet, you might say. That's why Galliana is home to so many different types of being." By creating Galliana, Adon continued before her awestruck audience of three. He became trapped in the lightship. For millions of years since Pramagen has drifted in a semi-conscious state, not fully awake. Now he has awakened, and his sole purpose is to power up his lightship and try to return to his own universe. If he is successfully attempting the journey to his universe, then our universe, including Galliana and Earth, will be ripped apart. Josh looked at Adon with confusion. "Isn't it cruel to prevent someone from going home, even if it means our destruction?" asked Josh. "You don't have to be so big-hearted all the time," whispered Barry. We believe that Pramagen's universe no longer exists," explained Adon. "It was destroyed when our universe began, therefore he has no home to return to. We also believe he knows this, but is willing to take the slim chance that he can somehow travel through time and get back home before his universe was destroyed." What I don't understand," Barry remarked, "is what prevents Pramagen from powering up his lightship at any time?" Adon glanced at Barry. "Thousands of years ago, the Council of Voices created 12 totems to hold the energy force Pramagen brought with him. Then, they scattered the totems throughout the Lost Land. The totems served two purposes. First, they keep Pramagen from attempting his journey home and tearing all of the other universes apart as he leaves. And secondly, the totems are used to power cities and villages like the ones you encounter. The totems merely hold the energy. Pramagen needs to pull all the energy from the totems in order to start his ship, she told the group. Allison stroked her chin thoughtfully. If those energy totems keep Pramagen on the wraps, what's the big problem? If the totems are captured, Pramagen will be able to harness their power to start up his lightship, replied Adon. Joshua whistled in astonishment. Pramagen sounds like a tough customer. I bet that's why the dinosaurs attacked the village. They were telepathically controlled by Pramagen. He didn't send them to kill the villagers. He sent them to get the totem. The fruit gatherers used them as power source. He shook his head as if to scold himself, and I let them cart it away. Adon looked at Joshua. You are quick to assess the situation, Turok, she told him. Pramagen's mind slaves and allies seek out to collect the remaining energy totems in order to free their master. They already have 2, and a third is now in danger of being captured. 2? Exclaimed Josh, looking surprised. Where did they capture the other one? The Fireborns collected, Adon said. The Council of Voices sent the secondary to investigate the incident. That was the last time we saw or heard of the one you call Carl Fireseed. Anger now flashed in Joshua's eyes. He realized that Pramagen had been the indirect cause of his uncle's horrible death, and Pramagen was an accomplice to murder. The twisted alien held captive in a prison of his own making at the court of Galiana was responsible for countless deaths, but now, for Joshua Fireseed, it was personal. Turok began Adon. You must gather and protect the other totems to prevent Pramagen's legions from capturing them. It is your responsibility. The fate of Galiana, Earth, and all of their inhabitants rests on your shoulders and your shoulders alone. Barry and Allison looked at Josh. His face was a hardened mask of stone. They could tell Adon's comment weighed heavily on his conscience. You said a third enemy totem was in danger of being captured, Josh said. She stared at Adon with cold, icy eyes. Tell me how to find it. Adon smiled faintly, as she had known all along exactly what Josh would say. The Council of Voices has already prepared a hovercraft to take you to the site, she answered. You are to use the craft to collect that totem and the others to keep from being captured by Pramagen's evil legions. Adon's eyes seemed to twinkle as she studied the face of young Turok. She found him appealing and intriguing. He was unlike anyone she'd ever encountered. You will not travel to the place of danger alone, brave Turok, Adon said. The Council of Voices has appointed me to be your guide. Hey, Allison said. She stepped forward and took a position between Adon and her brother. What about us? Allison stared at Adon. She wasn't sure she liked the way Adon was eyeing his handsome and muscular brother. Allison had seen other young women back in Oklahoma look at Josh the same way. Yeah, Barry chimed in. What about us? You may remain here in the safe lands or accompany us on our dangerous journey, Adon responded emotionlessly. In the safe lands, there are many forms of alien life. You will have much to occupy your time. There are things you could learn and do. You could be protected and well fed. The choice is yours. Allison sneaked a peek at Barry. Staying here sounds good. Barry whispered, but I don't want to desert Josh. He may need us. Well, guys, Josh inquired, what's your decision? Allison glanced at Josh and then at Adon, smiled at Adon. Adon smiled a knowing smile. Why should we stay here and miss all the fun? Allison said as she folded her arms across her chest and smirked. Stay here. No way we're going with you. Turok? Hey, I was planning a vacation anyway, Barry agreed, swallowing hard. A hovercraft ride throughout the Lost Lands. Sounds kind of nice. Although I kind of picture myself in some place more like, oh, I don't know, Fort Lauderdale perhaps. Okay, Kayat. I gotta go now. Walgreens. I'll see you for the next stream. Not here. I was about to. What time is it? 9 p.m. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours. Do I have anything to do tomorrow? I guess I could. Yeah, I guess I could continue tomorrow. Or no, actually I can tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. I can't stream on Sundays unless there's something, unless there's absolutely nothing to do tomorrow. Let's see. Whatever. I'll continue. I'll continue another chapter and then I'll end stream. Yeah, but take care, Yuki. I'll be here for another chapter. Oh shit, that reminds me. I gotta stretch. There we go. Oh, there we go. That was a good stretch, I guess. But yeah, take care, Yuki, and I'll see you next time, or maybe later, if I'm still here. Holy shit. I still have some water, so anyway, I'll continue another chapter. Maybe I should have stretched a little bit more. Oh well. Chapter 10. The hovercraft containing Josh, Allison, Barry, and the holographic form of Adon suddenly whisked across the Galliana landscape. It followed the ancient River of Souls, whose path twisted and turned northward. The river had flowed through the wild regions of the Lost Lands since the birth of Galliana millions of years ago. The poisonous waters of the river ran swift and deep. To sip the lethal liquid meant certain death. Anyone or anything that drank from the deadly River of Souls came to a torturous and painful end. Throughout the ages, the sinister waters had claimed a multitude of unsuspecting victims whose only thought had been to quench their thirst. Why is it called the River of Souls? Allison asked Adon. Adon, who was piloting the hovercraft, explained, "It is named in memory of the countless numbers of lives its poisonous waters have claimed." If the waters of the River of Souls are so lethal, why are we following upstream? Barry wanted to know. I thought we were going to find an energy totem. Adon kept the hovercraft on course and answered Barry's questions at the same time. Many hundreds of years ago, an energy totem was erected upstream of the banks of the river, Adon said. The totem's power cleansed the poisoned water of the river, making it drinkable. In that one secluded bend in the river, the water was miraculously purified. She fell silent for a moment and guided her craft over some treetops. The water proved not only safe to drink, but also a liquid with astonishing healing and growth properties. It gave new vitality to the elderly and infirm. It caused plant life not only grow at an accelerated rate, but also to yield bounties 10 times that of ordinary crops. Because of this, a city sprang up around the totem on the banks of the river. "The place sounds like a Garden of Eden, a real paradise," Josh remarked. Adon nodded. "Yes," she replied, "a paradise, that is a good way to describe it. That is why it will be difficult to convince the inhabitants of the city that now thrive there to allow us to remove the energy totem. Their water will once again be poisoned like the rest of the river." Joshua sighed. If they knew that Promachur's dinosaur allies were traveling north towards the city to steal and destroy the totem, it might convince them of the danger. "It'll be up to you to convince them, Turok," Adon said. "The city lies just ahead." Joshua Fireseed looked over the bow of the hovercraft. He spied a massive clearing at a wide bend in the river. A large city sat on the banks of the River of Souls. Its buildings were carved out of stone. Beyond the city, he could see a great reservoir that was constructed around the totem as both a monument and a place to worship. The purified water of the reservoir was channeled into a complex irrigation system that provided water for the cultivated fields in the outlying areas. The northern border of the city was the River of Souls itself. To the east and west, sheer cliffs created an impassable barrier at the city's edges. To the south, the most vulnerable part of the city, a massive wall was built to protect the inhabitants from the attacks. This sure isn't a simple fruit gatherer village, Barry said to Allison as the hovercraft prepared to land. It's well fortified. That doesn't matter, Josh said. Even a mighty city is no match for the marauding hordes unleashed by Pramagen in his mad quest for the totems. Josh looked around as the hovercraft descended into the square where the energy totem was secure. If the inhabitants of this city refuse to peacefully give up the totem to us so we can protect it until the danger passes, Pramagen's evil army will certainly take it by force. The hovercraft gently touched down on the ground about 30 yards from the glowing energy totem. Quickly, a crowd of city dwellers began to congregate. The inhabitants were tall, slender humanoids attired in silky white bodysuits. Their skin was very fair and their shiny hair was almost pure white. They all had flawless complexions and sky blue eyes, but every adult member of the populace was armed with an energy blaster or rifle. Guards in towers at the south wall were outfitted with portable missile launchers. "Greetings, Sakus," Adon said as she stepped off the hovercraft. She immediately spoke to an approaching elder wearing an ornate jewel necklace. We've been sent to your city by the Council of Voices. Our mission is vital to all of Galliana. Sakus bowed in homage to Adon. "The Speaker of Forever Light and her companions are welcome," the elder said. Adon turned to look at Josh, Allison, and Barry. Sakus is the governor-elect of the city. He is the decision maker. Adon pointed to Joshua. "This is the new Turok," Joshua Fireseed. For a brief instant, Saku's eyes showed a glimmer of shock. "A new Turok?" he repeated softly. "What has become of the secondary, Carl Fireseed?" "My uncle was killed by Fireborns," Josh explained. The Fireborns were sent to attack a village. The villagers were all slaughtered when my uncle When my uncle tracked the Fireborns and engaged them in battle, he was mortally wounded. "My people and I grieve over the loss of the secondary," Sakus said. Almost on cue, the people gathered in the square all bowed their heads in homage at the same time. Slowly, Sakus lifted his head and then addressed Josh. "The Fireborns are deadly creatures," he acknowledged, "but why would they attack a village?" "They were sent by Pramagen," Josh answered sternly and without hesitation. "He has awakened and is telepathically controlling deadly troops all over the Lost Land. Soon Pramagen will send troops to attack you." A hush fell over the crowds. One by one, the city dwellers began to whisper to each other. One word, Pramagen, could be heard as it was repeated again and again. "We have heard the disturbing reports of Pramagen's awakening," Sakus admitted. His concern showed only as a brief flash in his eyes. His face did not indicate the terror he surely felt inside. "Pramagen is a vicious adversary and many denizens of evil serve him, but what would Pramagen want of us?" "That," Josh said. He stretched out his arm and pointed at the energy totem. The Primogen's troops have already captured 2 other totems. Primogen will not stop until he has all the totems. Josh's comments evoked a faint collective gasp of alarm from the city dwellers. It was the first real emotion any of them had ever expressed. The totem is our source of power, Secus told Josh. Without it, our water will turn foul and putrid, our crops will die, our city will crumble and fade from the landscape. That is why you can't allow Primogen's troops to capture the totem, Josh advised. You must give it to us for safekeeping. We'll transport it back to the safe lands where it will be protected from harm until Primogen and his hordes are no longer a threat. Then the totem will be returned to you. Secus slowly shook his head. No, he refused. We cannot give up the totem. No, said a man in the crowd. Do not surrender the totem. It gives us life. It gives us life, a woman said. The totem must remain in our possession, another person said. I am sorry, Turok, Secus apologized. You cannot remove the totem. We do not wish to offend Adon or the Council of Voices, but without the totem, this will become a dead city. Secus pointed at the guards in the towers. He touched the blaster pistol hanging from his belt. We are not a violent people, but we will fight if we have to. If Primogen forces come, we will turn them away. It's not a matter of if, Barry whispered to Allison. It's more like a matter of when. You've got to change your mind, Secus. Josh insisted. You're not matched to the power of Primogen. We shall see, Secus replied. We sure will, Allison cried in alarm. She pointed skyward. Look! In the distant sky, 4 spacecraft could be seen approaching the city. 3 of the ships were small, 1-piloted fighters. The fighters were bullet-shaped and had long, curved wings. The pointed barrels of blasted cannons protruded from the front of the ships. The 3 fighters flew in formation around a gigantic Silber's mothercraft the size of an Earth football field. The mothership was cigar-shaped. Big propulsion pods connected to long, slender wings that extended from its sides. Skimmercraft, Adon stated. They are piloted by the Primogen's allies. Run for cover, Josh told Barry and Allison. We don't have to be told twice, Allison yelled as the crowd in the square began to scatter. The city dwellers ran towards a large stone building at the end of the square. They scurried inside, followed by Allison and Barry. In the sky above the square, the fighters peeled off from the mothership and began to attack. One by one, the winged raiders dove down to the city and opened fire. We zap! An energy blast from the lead fighter hit a main guard tower. Kaboom! The tower exploded. The guards manning it were disintegrated. Whizzap! 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 The fighters were pouring lethal fire down the city. Buildings exploded and guard towers were methodically reduced to rubble. Defenders and innocent bystanders alike were ripped apart by the hail of deadly laser fire. Soon, dismembered bodies were strewn all around the square and surrounding areas. Secus stood his ground boldly and pulled his blaster from his belt. He fired. Zap, zap, zap. The fighters easily dodged the destructive charges as the large mothership took a position directly above the square. They come for the totem, Josh shouted as he sought cover behind the hovercraft he'd arrived in. Adon was beside him. Secus, tell your people to aim at the mothership. Josh reached inside the light building, searching for a suitable weapon. He withdrew Turok's plasma rifle, the largest rifle in the Turok arsenal. Josh aimed the weapon and fired. Tracer rounds sped skyward towards the belly of the mothership. Instead of striking it, the plasma energy bullet bounced off harmlessly before even reaching the craft. The city dwellers began to unleash a torrent of non-stop fire upon the large enemy craft. Their energy blast, missiles, and ion bursts never even scratched the surface of the ship. It was as if an invisible barrier protected the ship from attack from below. The craft has an energy shield too strong for our weapons to penetrate, Adon quickly explained. At a moment, a compartment in the bottom of the mothership slowly slid open. Out of the dark opening in the belly of the craft, a tractor beam stretched a finger of light towards the ground. The tractor beam located its target and clamped onto the glowing energy totem as a savage battle raged around the mothership. The tractor beam began to pull the energy totem out of its mooring. Kaboom! A missile fired from a guard tower destroyed one of the fighters. Red-hot pieces of smoking metal rained down all around Sakus. Josh and Adon Sakus ducked and then looked up in terror as the city's totem was forcibly yanked from the ground. "They have the totem!" she shouted to Josh. "Do something, Turok! Quickly, do something or all will be lost!" Josh clenched his teeth. "What can I do?" he mumbled. "There's no way to disable the mothership. It's protected by an energy shield from below." "Wait!" he cried as an idea occurred to him. "Maybe it can be attacked from above. I bet there's no shield protecting from above." Josh thought hard. If only I could get If I could only get from here to the top of the ship, he said. Josh looked at the light burden. He stuck his hand into the satchel. If ever he needed special help, it was now. Josh closed his eyes and concentrated. He pulled out a black, polished opal lens. "The folding eye," Adon said as she saw it. "The mystical key used by Turoks to see invisible spatial portals, the fold gate openings." "What?" sputtered Josh as the city totem slowly rose into the air. He held up the opal and looked through it with his right eye. To his astonishment, he spied several small floating apertures, holes of varying sizes. The apertures appeared to be doorways in space. Some of the openings were large enough to drive a truck through, but others were much, much smaller. "What is this folding thing?" he asked. "Turoks use the folding eye to transport themselves from place to place," Adon said. "More than that, I do not know." Josh reached into his back pocket. Sure enough, there was the red bandana he had brought with him from Earth. He tied the bandana around his head and affixated the folding eye opal lens to it so the jewel was above his right eye. "Do something! Save the totem!" Sakus implored. "Do something, Turok!" "I am doing something," Josh assured Sakus. Josh stood up and held the plasma rifle in one hand. With his other hand, he reached up and flipped down the folding eye. Joshua Farsi saw a fold gate opening the size of a laundry chute in the center of the plaza. "I have to believe in myself and the power of Turok," Josh said as he began to run towards the portal. The fighters rained a hailstorm of blaster fire upon him. He raced throughout the explosions, protected by his breastplate, and dove headfirst into the open portal. "Ow!" Josh yelled as he moved swiftly throughout the darkness. In the distance he saw another fold gate opening, a hole in space. Bright sunlight poured in through the portal. He slid feet first through the portal and emerged directly above the mothership. Whoomp! Turok crashed on top of the hovering spacecraft. "Now the party can start," he announced. He got to his feet and aimed the plasma rifle at the hull of the mothership. Blam! 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 Powerful tracer rounds of plasma energy ripped through the metal, tearing deep inside into the skin. Hello, Seer. Welcome, welcome. Blam, blam, blam. Powerful tracer rounds of plasma energy rip through the metal, steering deep into the ship's outer skin. The bullets shatter key sensors and instantly rupture the craft's main stabilizers. The mothership began to shake, quiver, and wobble. Quickly, the damaged craft issued an urgent call for assistance. The two remaining fighters ships broke from their attack on the city and came to the aid of the mothership. In response to the call for help, the fighters focused their attention on the lone intruder clinging precariously on the mothership's outer hull. As one fighter turned to commence its attack, Sakus took careful aim with his blaster. He fired. Zap! The energy charge struck the ship and the fighter burst into a whirling ball of fire. We zap! The one remaining fighter opened fire on Turok. As death rays streaked past him, Turok took careful aim and pulled the trigger of the plasma rifle. Blam, blam, blam! Tracer bullets perforated the hull of the fighter cockpit. The pilot slumped over his control and craft. The pilot slumped over his controls and his craft burst into flame, then exploded. Turok was once again able to direct his attention to the mothership. The tractor beam was drawing the energy totem closer and closer to an opening in the hull. Turok returned the plasma to its place in the light burden, then reached inside the satchel and pulled out a mine. Turok carefully placed the mine in the gaping gash of the hull created by the plasma rifle's tracer rounds. Turok activated the delayed detonation mechanism. There wasn't much time. The energy totem was almost inside the ship. A small green light began to blink in the mine. The countdown began. Turok flipped down the folding eye. Looking around, he spotted a nearby gateway in the sky. "It's time to abandon ship!" he shouted. Turok ran and launched himself on top of the mothership. Allison and Barry, who had come out of hiding after the last fighter craft exploded, looked in terror. They saw Josh leap into the air some 200 feet above their heads. "No!" Allison screamed as she covered her eyes. "Josh!" Barry muttered. He wanted to turn away, but couldn't. To his utter shock, he watched as his best friend somersaulted off the wobbling alien craft. Josh fell from the ship like a stone, suddenly vanishing into thin air. A second later, Joshua Firesteel tumbled out from another portal and landed in the dirt at the feet of his concerned companions. At that same instant, the mine he'd planted on the mothercraft exploded. Kablam! A massive shockwave rocked the city. The mothership vibrated violently as thick black smoke began to billow out of the gaping hole blasted by the mine. The tractor beam failed and the energy totem plummeted to the ground. It landed with a thud in the middle of the soft dirt of the square, undamaged. "You did it, Turok," Sakus said as he rushed up to Josh. You saved the totem." "But the mothership is getting away," Barry said. He pointed at the disabled craft which was slowly retreating. The ship wobbled and belched fire and smoke as it limped back to where it came from. "Let it go," said Josh, glancing at the energy totem. "We got what we came for. There's been enough destruction for one day. I won't kill unless it's a matter of life and death." "That will change the more time you spend in the Lost Land," said Adon. "Either you'll change or I'll be talking to a new Turok very soon." City dwellers began to flow into the plaza. "You were right, Turok," Sakus said to Josh. "Take the totem. It must be removed from the city for safekeeping." "You've made a wise decision, Sakus," Adon said. Sakus led a group of his people over to the glowing pole. They prepared to load it into the hovercraft. "How did you do that little disappearing trick?" Allison asked her brother. "Yeah," Barry also wanted to know. You went from one place to another in the blink of an eye. You could make big bucks back on Earth as the amazing fireseed, escape artist extraordinaire. I use this, Josh explained as he pointed the folding eye which was attached to his bandana. It allows me to see invisible portals. Hey! Barry exclaimed. Maybe you can locate a portal that will take us home to Earth. Allison stared at her brother. Is that possible? She asked hopefully. It should be, in theory, said Barry. Then again, that's what they said about Windows 95. Josh shrugged. I don't know, he admitted. I guess it's possible, but first I'm gonna have to get a handle of using this folding eye gizmo. It worked the way I wanted it this time, but I was lucky. I also didn't go very far. If we try to get home now, who knows where we might end up. Huh, Allison grunted. What place could be worse than this? She and Barry turned and walked over to the hovercraft. Josh looked at Adon. Looks like that's one energy totem for the good guys, he said proudly. Adon nodded. Now we must go to the next totem, she said. Doing that might not prove to be as easy as this was. Easy, raged Josh in disbelief. You call what we just went through easy? Adon nodded. Yes, she said. For now, we must obtain the totem located in the campaigners arena. This will prove to be a challenge, even for the mighty Turok. Oh, great. Just peeking in through, we'll sleep soon. Yeah, have a good night then, Seer. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's 9:30 already. It kind of like takes me half an hour to read one chapter. Hang on, how many chapters? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Oh, great. What happened? It's already over? Wait, the music or video pause? Oh, that's why. What the hell? Oh, what the hell? The freaking video ended. No wonder it paused. Holy shit! Did I literally go through the music already? Huh. Oh well. Also, why is autoplay on? I mean, I'm already done with this chapter anyway, so I might as well just yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, like I said, it's 9:30 already. So hang on a second. Oh wait. First, I'll have to go away. Go away for now. Here we go. I wanna close this. Where is the other one thing? Oh, here we go. And also close this. There we go. All right. Here we go. We're back here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna. I always plan. I kind of plan to like read at least 5 chapters during this stream. So why not? I'll end it here for the time being. Yeah, you can't see that. Oh wait. You know what? I might as well just get a read of it like this instead of like trying to do this shit like that. All right. So thank you for stopping by tonight to stream. I gotta practice my freaking English. I've noticed that I keep like fumbling my words while reading a lot. Like I have to pause a lot to like catch my breath, I guess you would say. But I fumble through my words so bad. I blame never reading anything at school. I hate it here. Or I should say, I hate it. I hate my fumbling of my voice fumbling. Yes. Yeah, but yeah, what else can we do? Next week it's gonna be Turok Evolution on the PS2 because I want to finish. I want to finish the freaking curse, whatever you call it. That curse video game. I want to finish it. Then, what else? I already finished Resident Evil 2. I guess I could start Silent Hill, the original Silent Hill again. Oh wait, no. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Or actually, I'll decide tomorrow what I'll do for next week. But it's definitely gonna have something. I guess I could also just like play, get what is it called? The original Resident Evil, not the remake, since apparently that's also that the original is like still fun, because why not on PlayStation at least. So yeah, why not? What else? Yeah, that's it. And then it's gonna be yet another reading stream. I'll get to butcher my that freaking novel with my lovely voice. Let's see who is on. Yeah, let's go right there on Twitch. But that's what I mean. Let's go raid. JJ Mayo. Here we go. Wait, what is she been doing? Oh, she's opening packs, Pokemon packs. Oh yeah, that's right. She loves this bit. Wait, do I have to add the @ I can't even remember. You have to add the @ I hope it goes through without that. Let's go. There we go. Okay, so you don't have to add the @ There we go. So yeah, we're gonna go raid Mayo. I hope I'm saying her name right. So yeah, thank you for dropping by tonight to stream. Also raid message. Yeah. Oh wait, raid message. Wait. There's that global emote. What am I doing? Dino dance. Dino raid. Shadow Legends. There you go. There's gonna be the
Dino Dance Dino Raid.
hell yeah, Dino Dance, Dino Raid, hell yeah. So yeah, thank you for dropping by tonight to stream, and I'll see you next week. Yeah.